Hello, who are you and where are you from?
Joe Rathbun from San Francisco, California.
All right, and where are we now?
We're at Big River, Mendocino.
Right by Mendocino, and you and catch a canoe.
Catch a canoe.
And you were a good Samaritan. You picked me up beside Highway 1 when my bicycle chain was broken.
No worries.
And thank you very much for that. But you also are a surfer and a builder?
Builder, mountain biker.
And so as someone who watches the weather, knows a lot about both the ocean and the weather and the locale, and so you've agreed to talk to us. Has the climate changed much since you were a kid?
It's hard to tell in my short lifespan, but we've definitely gone through probably a record drought in this last decade, for sure.
And Mendocino itself had some water issues, right?
Yes.
Okay, hold on. And so you said that also that you were talking a little bit about you used to come up here surfing, and there was mollusks out on
the abalone.
Abalone.
Yeah, I've definitely seen it. Well, the population in divers grow. Fishermen as well, probably. So that's been a big change. I think just population impacting some of the resources here.
And so there was a change in the fishing and the starfish and all that. What were you telling me earlier about that?
The blob, which was a warm water current that we had for I believe 18 months or so, I believe that the starfish got caught a virus, and it decimated the sea stars, which are now just barely beginning to come back. But then I'd learned that impacted the ecosystem, and because of their loss, the urchin population grew pretty good, and they were impacting the bull kelp, which impacts the whole ecosystem. So I've been reading, so I believe.
And this winter's been awful rough also, but you say that we get that every once in a while.
Well, it's nice. Nobody's complaining about the rain after all these drought, this long period of drought. No, I was mentioning though, I do remember storms from, my childhood and young adult years. I would say that rival these. Nothing out of the ordinary. Some high winds. And then the storms seem to me maybe not as frequent, but sometimes they're coming in with heavier rain. Just in my lifespan, I kind of noticed that.
Very severe winds this time around, 50, 70 mile an hour winds.
Yeah, and upward,
And upward.
Pretty crazy. That I was not used to.
And so on an everyday basis, do you think about climate and say on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the most concerned, where would you put yourself?
Maybe in the middle. As just a regular person, I try to do the small things that I can, and yeah, I take it into consideration. I'm conscious of it for sure.
And then lastly, for the future, are you optimistic or pessimistic about the future of climate, and can we do anything about it?
Yeah, probably a blend, because I'm, although I try to read and learn, I'm no great intellect about the environment, but I'll say that I'm optimistic. I think people, when we're in a pinch, science and people will probably come together and do the best that we can, So I hope for the best. I hope for the kids, definitely. I've been lucky to have the life I have, so like I say, I personally do what I can, and I hope the best for them, and I try to stay positive.
Very good. Hey, thank you very much on this 5th of April 2023 near Mendocino on the Big River. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I hope your ride continues to be a good one.
Thank you.